Welcome, friends, to Strengths Champion Solutions, where we help you grow stronger, work smarter, and live richer. I'm your host, Brent O'Bannon, and today we are going to be talking about StrengthsFinder, aka CliftonStrengths, and time management style. How effective and efficient are you with your time? I hope today that you're going to discover what is your style. And then I'm going to apply how our strengths have challenges as well as how they can be refined to help us to be more productive, more efficient, and more effective with our time. The first style that I want to start with is what I call the surgeon. The surgeon is the person who has more of a detailed-oriented, perfectionistic style. So this person tends to be really good at details. They're very capable, reliable. They do high-quality work and has a tendency towards perfectionism. And many times they slow down and do not finish projects because of this perfectionistic tendency. Now, a few CliftonStrengths themes that may have this tendency is number one, maximizer. Number two, could be a person who is deliberative, possibly even analytical and intellection. I've even had some clients that I coach with high learner, and there is this tendency that if I don't learn everything about a particular topic, then they are stuck in the weeds. So with this particular style, the number one way to deal with this style is to let go of perfection and to seek excellence. Excellence means that we pursue the best with what we have, the time we have, in the most efficient way. And I would say understanding the difference between perfection and excellence will really help the person who is stuck in perfectionism. I also find that giving a timeline and a deadline for projects that you feel need to be perfected will also help you complete and move on to use your time more wisely in other areas. Now, the second style I want to talk about for just a moment is what I call the firefighter. This is more of a crisis management style. So this person is really good under pressure, in crisis. They love problem solving. They love thinking quickly on their feet. And they may see work and life more like fire drills and a sense of that I need to respond to everything in the moment. So obviously you may be thinking of someone with activator or restorative or maybe even adaptability. So obviously the strengths of these talents is that you're very responsive. And at the same time, if you treat all projects as urgent, then nothing that is important will be perfected, or not perfected, but completed, because you're always focused on the fire in front of you. So spending your time putting out fires may energize you, but we need to take our strengths from raw to refined. Now, what is the time management skill here? I think it's prioritize your time. So life is not only about the fires. There are many people and projects that need to be prioritized. A couple of ways to prioritize is I'll ask executives or clients to write down their their top 3 to 5 work activities. And that seems daunting for many of them. That's because their mind is so filled with fires that they hadn't even stopped to prioritize the top 3 to 5 work activities. The other thing you can do is have a conversation with the team or the manager that you work with and compare your work activities to their expectations on those work activities, and make sure they're in alignment and that it's a good fit for you as well as for the organization. One other quick thing I would say to help you prioritize your time is to write out your ideal week. Maybe even do a time log where you are looking at exactly how you are spending your time during the week, and write down literally everything you do every 15 minutes throughout the day. But create your ideal week. And that means from when you wake up to everything in between your day to the time you go to bed. Now, the third style that we'll talk about today is what we call the ambassador. This is what I call the high achieving style of time management. This typically is the person that says, there's just not enough hours in the day. Or you ask them how they're doing, and guess what? They'll say, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. I hate that word, honestly. The big question to me is not how busy you are, how productive are you, and how efficient are you? Obviously, people who have this high achieving style are go-getters. They are high performers. They like activity. They like adventure. They like challenges. However, when a person works so much that they're not having focus on people, or focus on self-care, or focus on other important tasks of business building, then what's happening is they burn out. So what are some possible strengths here? Absolutely achievers, people with high responsibility, people with high focus. And I have 2 of those in my top 5. And I can tell you that learning how to delegate to others is the path to be more productive for the high achieving ambassadors. So learning how to find the right talent and the right people who not only will free up more time for you to focus on more projects and more important tasks to complete, but it also builds responsibility and ownership in your people. And so delegation is something that you're doing to develop their skills, their career, their strengths, their potential. So delegating to others can free up more space, margin, and really enable us to multiply results because we're delegating. And that's what teamwork is all about, right? Okay, so the fourth style, time management style I want to talk about for a moment here is the social butterfly. And we call this the conversational style person. So obviously this person is very verbal, they're skilled at communication, they love connecting with other people, they're a good collaborator, they tend to be good at engaging others. However, some of the challenges are that they may spend all their time talking to coworkers or talking to other people who are willing to listen to their latest story, and they're distracted from responsibilities or projects that need to be finished. And so they're easily distracted by other people. And when you think about possible strengths themes for this one, obviously social butterfly may be more energized and excited about meeting someone else new rather than sitting down and checking emails. A person with high empathy, includer, connectedness, even positivity, they get energized by being more with other people. However, there may be projects in their home, projects with work, there may be courses they need to finish, but they are not completing those tasks. And so, yeah, as Maggie says, they are having fun, but fun is not everything. It's definitely a part, but not all. So if you want to be more productive and have fun, then learn to take these particular strengths from raw to refined. Okay, here's the last and number 5 time management style I'd like to talk about for a moment today, and that is called the surfer. By the way, I'm not talking about a surfer in the ocean. I'm talking about a surfer on the internet. And so a person with the surfer style tend to be more of a procrastinator style. So again, this person may be really good at researching, learning, Googling. So somebody with high learner, high ideation, high input are constantly craving information, and they're trying to put more information and more ideas into their toolbox all the time. And those are strengths. And at the same time, I hear many people with ideation say, Brent, I can't focus on something that is so important to me because I'm chasing the next idea. Or someone with strategic may get bored tackling a big task and chunking it down. So therefore, they never finish that big project because they're chasing something else that is more exciting in the moment. So this is that chasing the shiny object syndrome, right? So what is the time management concept here? It is put off procrastination. Put off procrastination. So in other words, learn how to schedule those tasks that are important. Learn how to set small deadlines for yourself. Learn how to start, because many of you may have great ideas, but you haven't implemented, you haven't started. So this is where pairing up with an activator may actually get you started out of the blocks on this particular project. Do your most important project first. So that was Mark Twain that talked about that if you have to get something done, if you have to eat the frog, and by the way, if you have 2 frogs to eat, he said, go ahead and eat the biggest frog first thing in the morning. So again, it is for the surfer, how can I use my energy to eat the big frog first and then schedule time to surf and get more information? So that's put off procrastination. And by the way, I forgot to, on the social butterfly, talk about the time management tip there. So let me go backwards just for a moment. So the social butterfly, who is the conversational style, I would say the time management technique here is to dump distractions. So emails, your phone, social media, the bells and whistles that let you know that someone is around and wants to talk. There are times to go ahead and turn those distractions off around you. Maybe it's, you need to do strategic planning. So going to a hotel or getting away into nature, going somewhere where you'll actually be either alone, even though there may be people around where you can watch them or see them, but yet you're still focusing and decreasing the distractions around you. So again, really quick, these 5 different time management styles. We have the surgeon, which is the perfectionistic style, and they need to learn to let go of perfection and pursue excellence. We have the firefighter, which is the crisis management style. And so learning how to prioritize their time and not just be busy with everything. The ambassador is the high achieving style. So learning how to delegate to others and share responsibility versus doing it all ourselves. And then the social butterfly is the conversationalist style. So helping them to dump the distractions, maybe even putting a do not disturb, turning off notifications on your phone. Those are ways to help you be more productive. And then finally, the surfer is that procrastinator style, putting off the big things or the most important projects in lieu of more quick ideas or quick wins. And so putting off procrastination, going ahead and scheduling the hardest thing first so that you can devote your time. So again, one thing to remember with all of our strengths is that out of 34 different strengths themes, we can lean into other strengths that will help manage. So there are some of your themes that will help you speed up like an accelerator. There are some of your strengths that are like brakes and they help slow you down. So some of your strengths are more like a steering wheel and they help you to navigate your strengths and to navigate your time. And then some of your strengths are like the stick shift and helping you to get into park or in accelerate mode or different gears. So your strengths are like gears. They help you to slow down. So learning how to regulate our strengths is also going to help you be more productive, efficient with your time. So I hope these quick thoughts have been helpful to you today, and continue to put some comments there in the chat as well as share with other people this video and our topic today. So hope this sparks some new ideas about how to look at your time management style as well as your strengths. So until next time, everyone, continue to grow stronger, work smarter, and